I'm never judgy. I'm just curious by nature.
That feels like a lie.
Right.
I'm curious by nature. And Big Al threw me for a loop when I said, hey, did you go to the Charlotte Food Festival this weekend? And he said, nope.
Nope.
Where'd you go?
I went camping.
Who'd you go camping with?
I went alone.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's a record scratch moment for me.
Skirt.
Yes. LauRen, do you find it surprising that Al went camping alone?
Maybe surprising that Al specifically went alone, but I enjoy time by myself, like me time. So I get why somebody would want to go camping. No, like I said, it's not for me personally. I don't camp with people. I don't want to go by myself. However, I would plan a vacation just by myself. So I understand why somebody would do that.
Fine. I get that. But camping to me is either a family thing, or you take the kids, and I know you don't have kids, but you have nieces and nephews, or it's like you go with friends. You went alone?
Yes.
That's called hiding out. If you camp alone, you're
called
hiding
running
out.
away.
That's like running away.
I needed it. But clearly I didn't go far enough because the people out there was acting the ass as well. Like,
really?
They were. The family next to me sounded like the Wild Thornberries. I was like, oh my God, this is
Yelling.
crazy. Yelling. I was like, y'all have not met a silence that y'all did not feel.
How close were they to you?
I'd say maybe about 50 feet.
So
50 feet. It wasn't.
You don't have to say where you went, but you went to a place where like you could plug in, get electricity.
Yeah, You can plug in, get electricity, but it's also still a bit like remote. Like you
Off
can
the
walk.
grid.
Yeah, you can kind of go like walk to a lake. You can kind of go walk to a field or something like that, but it's still electricity and
the setup where you put your tent, and you said your tent's like a mansion. I got to see this thing.
It
Did you get a
is.
picture?
Let me see.
Yeah, I want to post a picture at the ML Morning Show to show what Wilderness Al's doing. He always surprises me,
Wilderness Al.
dude. He really is Wilderness Al. So you go out in the middle of nowhere, which I love, where it's like kind of secluded, but then they put all these campsites next to each other. So Big Al's trying to go get a piece of mind, but yet he's listening to neighbors yelling and
They
screaming.
are acting crazy.
Would you say that they got into a fight and the wife left?
She left him. So I'm sitting there.
Did she really?
She left him. I'm sitting there trying to watch the new Tyler Perry movie on Netflix because I'm like, you know what? We chilling. Why I hear, I don't need you. I don't need you. You think I'm staying here in the woods with your dumb ass? I'm like, oh my God. Look, I paused my little movie. I'm like, hold on, what they over here fighting about?
Yeah.
I get my little electric bug zapper because I'm like, okay, I need a reason to act like I ain't watching the movie no more.
Did you do one night or 2 nights?
I just did one night.
And what time did you get there to set up?
I got there at about 3, 4. Not too late.
I worry about him out in the woods by himself.
Why? Are you worried about animals? Like, I'm always worried about animals.
Them animals should be worried about me. I ain't worried about no animal.
I just think camping alone is kind of sad.
No, it's not.
Scary.
No.
I needed that. I was like, this is the best place for me to be.
I'm telling you, I'm dying to go on a solo vacation where I wake up in the morning, I do yoga, I explore, maybe play some tennis in the afternoon, go to dinner by myself, have a bottle of wine.
But that's different. You're going back and forth to your house. You just are alone. I get that.
No, I would go somewhere and do that.
Okay, you would also go somewhere, but to like go camping in the woods and set up a
I wasn't
tent.
out there with Michael Myers. It was like a family of people next to me.
I know, I know, and that's annoying too. Is that like I said, you try and go out there and enjoy your night, and there's people
And
next
can't
to you.
do that. I looked down, y'all. She done left all that stuff in the parking lot.
Did she come back the next day?
She did come and try to act like she got some sense. Girl, I remember you out here showing your ass yesterday. I remember that.
What did you eat?
What did I eat? I had some nuggets from Chick-fil-A. And then I
brought
had
them?
some sausage. Yeah, I had an air fryer out there. Y'all, I go out there and I be chilling. I'm just not at the crib.
An air fryer camping. Wow. Al.
I got a plug, don't I?
Yeah. And can you stand in your tent, or do you have to?
I can stand in there. I got an air mattress.
Did you find a picture?
It's like I can do karate in my tent.
I don't have an inside picture, but
Yeah, I want to see the outside.
Oh, yeah, it's a big tent.
and this is just like half. It's 2 little sides on it. So
Oh, nice. Okay, and is there like a campfire plate, like a fire pit in
Yep.
your spot?
yep. Every like set has like a
Did you use
pit
it?
with it. I'm not gonna not
I am
use it.
shocked that you went camping alone.
I love it.
I'm shocked. And by the way, I want to say, where was the story out of? There's another story, maybe in Europe or something. That Lilo and Stitch movie came out.
I heard
Did you hear this story about?
No, I'm gonna let you finish.
About how everybody's all in an uproar because some woman posted that there was a guy watching Lilo and Stitch, like an older man by himself, and everybody thinks that that's wrong, and he shouldn't have been there by himself watching.
It's a live action, and it came out like when we were kids.
I don't know. People were in an uproar. We'll read about that, and we'll talk more about Big Al's camping. By the way, if you want to jump in on the conversation, what's something that you are surprised that somebody did alone? 704-570-9595. Someone just texted in and said that they know somebody who walked a huge trail in Colorado for like 4 days by themselves just to get some time alone. Like, that's not something you do alone.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Every bad story starts alone. The person was alone.
I don't know.
No.
All right, 704-570-9595. Let's take calls on things that you should be scared and shouldn't do alone. Talking about doing things on your own, a woman said that she was a little freaked out in Great Britain because she saw a middle-aged man watching Lilo and Stitch munching on, movie theater candy and popcorn alone, and she wanted to know if that was weird, and most of the internet said, no, it's not weird. And Loren brought up a good point that, he probably saw the first one, and maybe nobody wanted to go with him.
Right.
Doesn't always mean that he's a creeper.
I'm like, it's a live action, and the original came out when we were kids. Like, that's got a nostalgia kind of vibe to it.
Somebody texted in and said, would that woman be upset if that was a woman who was there alone? I don't think so. I think she was more weirded out by the fact that it was a guy who was in the theater alone with a bunch of kids. Then Big Al tells us he went camping alone, so we want to know, what did you do alone? That might surprise us. This is Peter. Good morning, Peter.
Morning.
Peter, what did you do alone that might surprise us?
I got this crazy itch to go and have dinner in Hawaii. Flew from Charlotte, went, had dinner, watched the sun go down, went back to the airport, got on the exact same plane, and flew back.
Oh, you ate that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. That's free will.
I mean, I love that
at
for
its
you.
best.
I've done it. I've also done that going to London. Except I partied all night, then went back to the airport.
Yeah, that's my kind of.
Well,
That's my kind of trip.
Too bad he doesn't want to do it with someone, Loren, because you could join him, but
Yeah, right?
he wants to do this stuff alone. How long did it take you to do that trip? That's like 24 hours, I would think, right? Back and forth to Hawaii?
pretty much, it was a day because you go Charlotte, San Fran, and then you change flights, San Fran direct to Hawaii, and then just do it in reverse.
And no hotel. No hotel in Hawaii.
No.
Airport, restaurant, airport, home?
That's exactly it.
What restaurant was so good you had to fly to Hawaii for?
You know, that's the funny thing. I don't remember it, but it was right on the beach, and it had this great review, and I thought, I've got to go eat there. So I thought, why not? Let's go.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I
Al,
love
would
it.
you ever do that?
That's free will at its finest. I love it. Yes.
Yeah, you would, huh?
I
Yeah.
would do that.
Yeah, I would do it. I like the idea. Again, I would want to go with someone. I wouldn't want to do it alone. I would want to experience it with somebody else. That's the thing.
Yeah, but this was also 20 years ago because, I mean, flying now is horrible. I'd never do it now.
Right. All right, Peter, thanks for checking in. Flew to Hawaii for a meal and then flew back home.
That place must have had great reviews.
On the same plane. He just wanted to see the Hawaiian sunset.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That would kill you to just go to Hawaii for a dinner. Like you'd want to look around,
I would,
beach.
but I also would want to say that I did it, so I think I'd be okay with it.
Stick to the plan.
Yeah.
And by the way, Loren would be the last one back on the plane.
yes,
for
100%. Y'all would
sure.
be waiting for me.
It's funny how these two different stories kind of lead to the same road. We were just talking about how Big Al went camping by himself, and I'm not judging him at all. I'm glad that he got out and went camping, but I would think camping is like something that you don't do alone. But then I was just showing Big Al this video of a guy I like on YouTube who goes and travels I guess on the West Coast somewhere, but goes to different state parks in his truck.
And he's out there fighting for his life alone.
He's in thunderstorms. He's in snow. And then we watched a couple guys dig a snow
An igloo
shelter
or something.
Yeah, underground, and
Yeah.
then they're camping by themselves. I told Big Al, if you're going to go camping by yourself, you might as well vlog about it.
Right.
And do a video and get, 160,000 followers.
Yeah, so they can use it in the documentary for my death.
Well, then, of course, somebody texted in and said, Grizzly Man, LOL. And Grizzly Man is the craziest story out. It's a guy who was at a national park in Alaska by himself, the Grizzly Man, and he became friends with all the animals. And he thought they were his friend too until the grizzly bear wasn't his friend.
Oh.
See, delusional.
That's not happening though where you go locally here in Charlotte to go camping.
I am right down the street. I better not run across no big grizzly bear getting rid of that.
Did you tell anyone you were going camping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't, yeah.
I mean, I just said
if something happened, y'all better know where to come get me.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
He comes in this morning. I go, hey, did you go to the Charlotte Food Fest? He goes, no, I went camping. I go, with who? He goes, by myself. I was like, dude, that's like hiding out. I don't know. And then we got this story where someone said, would you be weirded out if you saw an adult man watching Lilo and Stitch, the new movie, in a theater by himself? A woman complained in Great Britain that she witnessed this. A man was sitting there by himself munching on snacks and watched the movie. She posted it on a parents' forum asking if it's unreasonable to find it so odd. And the overwhelming answer was yes, she was being unreasonable. More than 3,100 people voted, and 95% of them said that there's nothing wrong with a grown man seeing a kid's movie by himself.
So I guess I can feel one way or the other about this, but the fact that it's Lilo and Stitch, it's a new live action, and Lilo and Stitch came out like when we were kids, you know what I mean? So there's some nostalgia there. I'm not mad at that. Now, like, I don't know if...
Yeah, like...
I'm trying to think of a movie that I've taken my kids to.
I don't know, like my kids just watch Sing 2 on TV, on Netflix or whatever, but like, would it be weird to see a grown man at Sing 2 by himself?
I mean, I
saw Sing 1. So Sing 1 was good. So Sing 1 too, I probably would have been like,
I'm sure you took a niece or nephew with you.
Well, I didn't go see it. But I'm saying...
Oh, you didn't see Sing 1?
I saw Sing 1. Sing 1 was good.
In the theater?
Saying Sing 2... No, I didn't go to the theater. I didn't go to the theater. But if I saw it was a Sing 2, I might have been like, I might need to go see that.
By yourself?
Maybe.
You're a loner, man.
I don't know.
I love
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Nothing
Which is
wrong
why
with
this
it.
lady should have left that man alone.
I got to be honest, though. As a mom, I might keep my eye on somebody.
Which is fine and understandable.
But I'm not going to go and try to get him kicked out of the movie theater. Like, that is ridiculous.
Sarah DM'd us and said, I went on a road trip by myself for a year and a half. Best time of my life. That's how I ended up in Charlotte.
Cool.
I drove for a year and a half and spent 3 months in Cape Cod, 3 months in New York, 6 months in Georgia, and a few weeks in Florida.
Text me. I'm trying to plan a Cape Cod trip.
More people should spend time alone.
I agree.
I feel like more people should spend time alone.
She said she rented an apartment in uptown Charlotte, went back to Vegas, packed up her house, and moved back out.
Girl, you had money to be able to do all of that. Ooh, you was living.
I left October 2019 to start a 3-week trip and didn't end until March of 2021. It's awesome. Al, don't get any ideas, Al. Don't get any ideas. But we do want to know from you, like, what's something you did alone that typically wouldn't be something that a lot of people do alone? Like, I don't know, taking a year and a half road trip would be fun for me with friends. Like, I love being around people.
I get annoyed by my friends after a couple days, baby. Y'all done got on my nerves. I love y'all, but look.
I think I could backpack like through Europe or something.
Alone?
Yeah, I think I could.
I don't like doing anything alone. I don't like going to sit at a lunch alone.
That's why you act like that.
Why? Like what?
Crazy. That's why you act like that.
All right.
Hey, it's Lauren from the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video. But if you want to see more, we've got stunts and funny show moments.